Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome to another weekly reading vlogs. Today is Monday, July 21st and my allergies are killing me. Like last night I started being like this and today they have gotten actually worse. So I'm struggling. I keep blowing my nose every 5 seconds. My eyes are stinging. I'm struggling and I feel very tired because every time I'm like having an allergy attack like this, I just feel so tired. So yeah, I'm struggling, but I am now 75%, but I was, when today started, I was 60% into Carl's Doomsday Scenario, which is book 2 in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. I always struggle to say that, but yeah, it's the second book. It's a fantasy sci-fi series, and yeah, this is the second book. I would love to actually finish it today, so I'm not really going to talk about it because the next time I talk to you I will have finished it, and since it's the second book in a series I can't really talk like that much about it anyway, so I think I will just talk about it the next time I talk to you, which hopefully, like I said, I will have finished it. Again, ideally I will finish it today. I don't know how well that's gonna work because, like I said, I feel exhausted. And earlier today, I did start or restart, I guess, The Great Hunt, which is the second book in the Wheel of Time series. And I am doing my reread of the series. And so, yeah, I have finally started rereading the second book. I am very early on. I got 42 pages in a like 700-page book. So, you know, definitely not a lot of progress has been made, but I have started it. So I am very excited. And yeah, so these are the two books that I am currently reading. This one will take me very long, especially because I want to like read these books very slowly. You know, I just want to enjoy my time in this world again. So yeah, I will most likely, not most likely, I will certainly, let's be realistic here, I will certainly not finish this book this week, for sure. But yeah, this one I will, like I said, finish hopefully soon. And then I don't really know, like, I have no idea what else I want to read. Absolutely no idea. I could like read some of my, like one of my anticipated releases that has already been released and I haven't read yet. I have like, I think 2 of those, and there's another one coming out tomorrow. So like definitely I have options, and also books that are not those that I have like in my Kobo or just like physically. I have, honestly, my problem is that I have way too many options. So yeah, I don't really know. I guess it will depend on like what I'm in the mood for. Like I don't even know what genre I'm in the mood for. So yeah, I really have no idea what I'm going to read. So yeah, I don't really know what my reading plans are going to be other than like these 2 books that I told you about, but I will surely be reading something. And yeah, today I was at the biobank, which as usual was terrible. Actually the afternoon was not that bad because we didn't have like many samples, so it was fine. We actually ended like pretty early, so it's actually okay, but just being at the biobank makes me sad. So there's that. And yeah, I will be there again on Friday, so yay. But the rest of the week is just gonna be like my normal work, so that's fine. And I don't really have any plans for this weekend. I just know that I'm going like back to my hometown, like my parents' house, because I have like no plans here with my friends. I actually have plans like the other weekend and then the weekend after, but this weekend I have no plans, which honestly sounds great because I am, like I said, tired. So yeah, I will. And I also was with them like this past weekend, like yesterday and Saturday. So, you know, so yeah, I don't really have any plans. So, I would say maybe I'll have more time for reading, but that is a lie for sure because every time I go back to my parents' house, I read way less. So I probably will not have more time to read. I will probably not read more than usual. I will maybe read less. So there's that. But yeah, I think that is everything that I had to tell you in this intro. So welcome to the vlog. Hello, it is Wednesday and I just finished filming a bunch of things so I don't have to film during the weekend. And I have a bunch of reading updates because I finished the book and I started two books. Well, I think I had already started The Great Hunt when I talked to you. Anyway, I finished Carl's Doomsday Scenario. I think that's what the book was called. And that was super fun. So that was the second book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, which is like fantasy, sci-fi, apocalyptic thing. And basically, like in that series, almost everyone on Earth has died, been killed, basically. And some dungeons, or like one dungeon, but various entrances to the dungeon appeared, and people got a message that they could enter the dungeon. And Carl is one of the people that entered the dungeon, and he actually entered with his ex-girlfriend's cat called Donut. And so they go through the dungeon, and we see like what they go through, the creatures that they encounter, and it's almost like a video game because they get, they have an inventory, they have like potions, they have quests, they have XP, they have like all of the things you would expect to have when you're playing a video game. And also it's kind of a reality TV because it's being filmed and it's being broadcast to like other aliens, like other planets and other places. So it's also, a TV show. So there's a lot going on, and I absolutely love the dynamic between Carl and Donut and the action scenes, and also like it's very funny. And in this second book, they had like more like actual quests than in the first one. In the first one, they had like boss battles more, and in this one, they had like an actual quest that they had to complete, and they had like steps that they had to go through. And I thought it was very fun. I thought it was very entertaining once again, and like the action scenes and still like the dynamic between Carl and Donut keeps honestly getting even better. So I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot, and I gave it 4 stars, and I definitely want to keep reading this series like soon. And yeah, so that's that one. Then The Great Hunt, I got to page 200-ish. Yeah, 208. I'm this much in. This is like 700 pages. So yeah, I'm going through it. This is the second book in the Wheel of Time series, which is a fantasy series, massive fantasy series, like 14 books with a lot of pages. So it's a very long series, and this is a reread. And I'm having a lot of fun as well in this one. And especially because like the character that I hate has almost not appeared. I know that she will certainly be here and she will annoy me, but for now, like, she has barely made an appearance. So I'm having fun. And also the main character, there are a lot of books in which he really annoys me, but we haven't gotten there yet. I feel like it's maybe from book 4, 3, 4, but like so far he's just an idiot, but like an idiot that doesn't annoy me. And then he becomes an idiot that annoys me, and then he becomes better, and I actually like him in the last books. So yeah, I'm having fun. There is like also kind of a quest. The Great Hunt is happening. Is a hunt not for like a being, but a hunt for an object. And yeah, that is obviously one of the main points of this book, and it is a very fun plot that I really enjoy. And this is the book where at least like 2 characters that I distinctly remember being in this book, and yeah, I'm excited to see them. They haven't appeared yet, but I'm pretty sure that this is a book where they are introduced. So yeah, very excited and having a lot of fun. And yesterday I started Girl in the Creek, and I am 50% in, and this is a horror book, and it's one of my anticipated releases, and it's going okay. I'm not loving it, but it's going okay. And we are following Erin, and she has gone to this town where her brother went missing a few years ago, I think. And this town actually has like a lot of missing people, like a lot of people go missing in this town. And I mean, Erin knows that going into it, and she is there trying to find clues about her brother's disappearance. And we also see that this town has a lot of like creepy locations, and they, like, she and her group, they find a body in the creek. They find the girl in the creek, and you know, the body is obviously taken, but then she also disappears from the morgue. And there's things that like are in the synopsis that haven't happened yet, which is crazy because we are 50% into the book. But you know, I know things that are gonna happen from reading the synopsis. And there are like some chapters from the POV of like something, some creature, some being, something that is quite creepy. So I do enjoy those creepy parts, those creepy chapters, but the rest of the book is just like following Erin, and I don't care. Like, I'm not really connected to her at all, so I don't really care about her chapters where she's just like, you know, meeting people and getting to know the town, and there's sort of like a romance, I think. So like, I don't really care about any of that, but the creepy chapters I am having a lot of fun with. So yeah, it's going okay. And yeah, that's it for now. That is what I have read so far. And honestly, I think I've read quite a lot, so I'm very happy with my progress. And yeah, honestly, I would love to finish it. Like The Girl in the Creek, I would love to finish it tonight. I don't know if that's realistic, but it shouldn't take me like too much more than an hour to finish the book. So like maybe I will finish it tonight. Like that would be great. Like that is like the ambitious goal, is to finish this book tonight. And The Great Hunt, we are gonna keep reading quite slowly as we have been doing. Honestly, I'm reading it faster than I expected to. I didn't expect to be 200 pages in like 3 days into the week. So actually that is faster than I expected. But I know that during the weekend I'm gonna read way less because I'm gonna be home with my parents, and I always read way less when I'm home with my parents. So yeah, I'm glad I'm getting, you know, a strong head start in the beginning of the week. But yeah, I'm gonna read these two books, which actually, like, they kind of match. Like the greens, obviously you can't see any green here because it's black and white. Like the green in this book and this green, they kind of match. Although in the camera, like, the green doesn't look the way it does in person. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I just think that's like, I like when the books that I'm reading kind of like match, like color coordinate. Absolutely love it. And honestly, I might start the third book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. Maybe I will, because I am having so much fun with that series. So yeah, I might. I think it has a very fun title. I mean, these books all have not only a fun title, but a title that is very hard for me to say. Like when I was talking about the first book, I always struggled to say the title. And now, like when I was talking about the second book, I also really struggled to say the title. So there's that. But it's called The Dungeon Anarchist's Cookbook, which is an interesting title for sure. So yeah, I might start that. I clearly have the ebook already. I'm excited and I'm having fun with the books that I'm reading. One more than the other, I would say, but I'm not like disliking any of the books. So that is that. And yeah, I think that is all that I have to tell you. Nothing is really happening this week. Even at work, it's being very chill, I guess. I mean, I do have like I had the biobank on Monday and I will have the biobank on Friday as well, but like other than that, it's being pretty chill. I'm like helping some people, like new people, or like people that are like new with the techniques they're using. So I'm like helping them, and I also had like some students watching me yesterday, and I'm gonna have like them also watching me tomorrow, which like I don't love. I think I said this a million times, but I will say it again. I hate teaching. So, you know, not fun, but I guess someone has to stay with them, and like it's been different people on various days. So yeah, that's happening, and I don't love that, but you know, other than that, it's going fine. It's going well. It's being pretty chill. Actually, these last couple weeks have been way more chill than before, and yeah, that is all. I am surprisingly like not tired. I have actually been sleeping more this week, which has been great. Although yesterday I was very tired for absolutely no reason. But yeah, yesterday I was feeling exhausted. Today I'm actually like okay. I don't feel like I will pass out in 5 minutes, so I will take that as a win. So yeah, I'm gonna go and I will probably talk to you either like on Friday after I get home to my parents' house or on Saturday. Hello, so it is Saturday night, 11:22, and I was going to update yesterday, but I was so tired because I only got home at like almost midnight, and yeah, I was feeling terrible because also I didn't get like the 1 hour of sleep I usually get on the train, so yeah, I was very tired because like so I got out of work like basically at the same time that I do every day except for Friday, because Fridays I usually, or like the Fridays that I come to my parents' house, I usually leave like work a bit early so I can, catch the train. But I was at the biobank, so it's not like I could just leave, when I wanted. I had to leave like, only when it was like things were done, it was over. So I was later than I wanted, and I would have to like run to catch the train that I usually catch, and even like hurrying a lot, I don't think I would have been able to do all the things that I had to do, and I don't know if I would have caught it anyway. So I decided to go on the next train, which supposedly was 40 minutes after like my train. But I, get my things, I pack, I clean, I wash my dishes, I leave the house, I get the subway, I get to the train station, and the train was delayed 37 minutes, which is not, that unusual. Trains are always delayed, but I mean, usually they're delayed like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. This one was delayed 37 minutes. Then he turned to 38. And actually, the train that was scheduled after that one got there before than the one that I was going to catch. So obviously, I caught the other one, but still, like, I got to, the station where my parents were going to get me like 1 hour later, then over 1 hour later, like 1 hour and 15 minutes maybe later than usual. So, it was, I think, 9:15 or something like that, 9:20. And then we wanted to have dinner, but a lot of restaurants, maybe most of them, close at 10. So, we had to find one that closed later. And so we had dinner, we stayed there, and then we only got home like pretty late. It was past 11, I think. So, yeah. And yeah, I was very tired. I was still like updating my like bullet journal, and I was like so tired to speak that I did not like film.
but I just, I went to bed and like I took my laptop and I was like watching YouTube videos and I literally fell asleep. So yeah, like way earlier than I usually would, but yeah, that happened, and so that's why I'm here today. And today I have not read a single page because I've been out of the house like the whole day. I was only like here from maybe like 5 to 7, and then we left again p.m. and then we like left again, and I am now back. I literally just got back. It's like I said 11, it was 20 maybe. Now it's 11:25. So yeah, but I have reading updates, so I don't even know like exactly where I was when I last talked to you, but I think I was like halfway through Girl in the Creek, and so I finished that, and it continued to be just like okay. I continued to not really care like about the chapters when we were just following the main characters whose name I already forgot, but yeah. Oh wait, Erin. I think it was Erin. And yeah, I didn't really care about her chapters, honestly. I continued to like the creepier ones. And obviously we found out what was happening to all of the people that went missing. We found out what happened to Erin's brother. And yeah, it was just okay. And it was either going to be 3 or 3.5 depending on like the ending and whether I obviously liked the ending or not. And I did like the ending. It was like the kind of horror ending that I like, so I did really like the ending, and so I think I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. And I have made some progress in the Great Hunt. I don't know where I was, but I am now on page 268, which is over a third. I think it was 38% or something that said on Storygraph. So yeah, I'm here. I am still having a great time. One of the characters that I mentioned in my other update has appeared, and I hated her the first time that I read the books. And after watching the show, I should still hate her, but I don't, because I fell in love with her version of in the show. So there's that. And I also started the third book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, which is the Dungeon Anarchist's Cookbook, and I am 21% into that one. And we are now following Carl and Donut in like a new level of the dungeon. And now there is a like other member that has joined like their little group, their team, and I'm not sure how I feel about that new member. And like the funny part is that like the viewers of this reality show, they also feel the same way about that other member that like I do, and I'm assuming that is intentional. I don't know, but yeah, I don't love that addition to the group, but maybe they will become better, more interesting. And yeah, this level is basically like a train or subway or whatever system, and it's very confusing. It says like in the beginning of the book there was literally like a note from the author saying that like you don't need to understand the like map to enjoy the book. So like I'm not actively trying to understand, like I'm just going with the flow, but also I would love to understand. And yeah, we're also seeing a bunch of new monsters, creatures, and yeah, I continue to really enjoy Carl and Donut, and you're also seeing new like powers and upgrades that they have, and yeah, it continues to be a lot of fun. Like I said, I haven't read anything today, but I hopefully will read some of it still tonight. I do have to edit my video for Blood of Dragons, so I will have to do that. That will take me probably an hour, maybe a little over an hour, because like the video is I think short-ish, because honestly I didn't have that much to say about that book. But yeah, it will still take me at least 1 hour. I already have this thumbnail done, so there's that. But yeah, I do have to edit it, and it's 11:30. So even if I do read, which like I said, I hope that I do, it won't be much, probably. But yeah, I'm excited to continue this one. Also very excited to continue this one, and also very excited to be like changing the tabs, because I already did this in the first one that I read as well, because like these are my old tabs. These are the new tabs that I'm putting in, which are like more color coordinated with the cover, and also like not as like out of the book. You can see better like this, I guess. So yeah, I really like how it's starting to look. And Yeah, that's it. I don't think I have anything to tell you, like, other than reading, other than like what I already told you, like about my issues with the train last night. And because like during the week, I don't think anything else happened. Like on Friday at the biobank, it was very chaotic. We were like not doing well. We were struggling, like mentally. Not in a bad way. We're just like all over the place. So yeah, but like physically we're doing things fine, but we were just having like a crisis. But yeah, other than that, I don't think anything else happened. And today, like I said, we were out of the house the whole day. We went to have lunch at the beach, but not the beach that we usually go to. It was like a beach a little like further away. And then we had like a very long walk there, like around the river. I mean, around like the sea and then the river. And then we came back, and then we went to like the beach that we usually go to. And then we actually came like back home, and that's like the couple hours that I was here for. And then I went on a run, and then we went to have dinner at my grandma's house, and then we went back to the beach because there was like an activity happening there, like a competition between the like small towns like around my town. So like, there was that competition, like physical competition. We didn't really stay for long because we only got there like after it was already going on for like an hour, because like I said, we were having dinner at my grandma's house. So we got there very late and there were no places to sit, and people were always like going past us, and it was really starting to annoy us, so we left. But yeah, now I'm here. So yeah, I'm gonna edit my video, like I said, and hopefully still read a little bit. And tomorrow, I don't think I will be reading much either, but hopefully, again, a little bit. And I will obviously go back to my place, and I will talk to you on Monday to wrap up this vlog.
Hello, so it is Monday and I'm here to wrap up the vlog, and I did not make any more progress in the Great Hunt. I did, however, make progress in the Dungeon Anarchist's cookbook. I got to 48%. Like on Saturday, I didn't really read that much after I talked to you. I think I talked to you at night and like I still had like stuff to do. And then I was gonna try to read a little bit, and I did read a little bit, but then yesterday I was able to read I think just over 100 pages. So, I made some progress and I am almost halfway through and I am having a great time. I like the book that is the title was introduced, which made everything much more interesting. And also some other creatures were introduced, also very interesting. And they have like some plans, I guess, on how to get to the end of this level. However, they're not entirely sure if it's gonna work, and we're only halfway, or not even halfway through the book, so something tells me that maybe their plans will have to change because there's still a lot to happen. But what is happening, I am absolutely loving. Like, I am hooked, and I still don't absolutely love the third member that they have on their team now, but she's also like not always there, so it's fine. Like, I mean, she doesn't bother me. I don't dislike her. I just don't particularly love her either. Like, she's just there, and she's just there. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. We have explored a lot more of like the lines of like the subway, train, whatever it is, and we've seen, like I said, a lot more creatures. We also saw them get like a bunch of new skills and a bunch of new items. And yeah, especially Carl, like he got some really cool gifts. And I mean, Donut also got some really cool gifts, but like Carl's I really really liked, and like what he can do with them I am absolutely loving. And yeah, I am very invested. I'm having such a great time, and yeah, it's going great, and I can't really talk more about it without spoiling everything. So there's that. I'm having a great time, and that is all that I have read since I last talked to you. And I also didn't do much since I last talked to you otherwise, because I did talk to you on Saturday night, and like the day that I did more things was Saturday. So I don't really have anything to say interesting because like we just mostly stayed at home and then like went grocery shopping, and then I came back to my place. So nothing really interesting happened. And like I watched YouTube, I read, and that was that. So let's wrap up what I read this week. So I finished Carl's Doomsday Scenario and I started the Dungeon Anarchists cookbook. I read a bit of The Great Hunt and I read Girl in the Creek, and that was 943 pages, which is not 1,000. So, it could have been a little better, but also it is almost 1,000. So I'm still very happy with it, especially because when I go to my parents' house, I never read as much as when I stay here, or usually I don't. So, having gone there, I am still very happy with this amount of pages, and I'm also happy with like what I have been reading. Like I feel like Girl in the Creek, I mean, I don't feel like, I'm sure Girl in the Creek was the one that I like the least, but I still enjoyed it. It's still like 3.5 stars, so it was still a good book. I still had a good time, so I am very happy with what I read. And yeah, that is everything for this weekly reading vlog. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you have enjoyed it, and if you could give it a like and subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!